Good morning. We are leaving the TA in Columbia, New Jersey. Couldn't believe I couldn't remember the name of this place. Back when I started driving, I was here all the time. At least it seemed that way. Swift always had me coming in and out of Jersey. Anyway, we're getting ready to get on the highway. We have 49 plus whatever the other mileage is. It wanted to take me 80 to 280 to whatever the other routes were to drop me down. I don't know if it was 280 to. I don't know if it was 280 to the Jersey Turnpike or where it went from there, but I rerouted it, so now we're going 80 to 287 to New Jersey 24, I believe it is. It might be US. I'm pretty sure it's Jersey 24, which is 65 miles an hour. That'll bring me down to 78 to 109 South, and then somewhere in there we get off and we end up right at Wakefern. No tolls. So yeah, we make out pretty good. And today, as you can see on the window there, it is just rainy and nasty. But what are you gonna do? So there we go. We're on 80 now. Let's see how many miles we actually have. Trip summary: 50 miles plus 15 miles, so 65 miles. Pretty quick. So at least it'll go pretty quick. We're going to be down there like an hour early. So we'll get checked in, wait for them to call us, and then we'll get back to the door. It's probably going to be 3 or 4 hours that we're going to sit there anyway, so it is what it is. Right? I mean, it's an $800 a day. I'm not in no rush to do anything else. I have a bid on another load, same thing for tomorrow. As I mentioned in the last video that I haven't put up yet, too much watching Netflix and stuff. So, but as I mentioned in the last video, I'm just trying to get that money built up for fuel. So being that today's Monday, I know that money is going to be set up to be transferred today. So I know I'll have money in the bank account tomorrow. So what I did was I went ahead and I took $500 and I transferred that to my fuel card. So tomorrow I should have the $500 sitting there, and then tomorrow when the money hits my account, I'll transfer some more money into the card. The only thing that sucks about this card is that it's a prepaid card, but as long as you got the money in there, you're good to go. My problem is I've only done 2 weeks worth of running, and most of that was just to catch up my bills and stuff. And it wasn't even really a whole 2 weeks. It was more like a week and a few days. It is what it is. So we're just going to slowly get that fuel card built up, and then I won't have to worry about it anymore. Just keep transferring money onto it every week. My plan is right now to get about $1,500 a week on there. Well, not $1,500 a week. My plan is to get $1,500 onto the card on a Friday, and then every Friday after that, just transfer what I used. If it comes down to where I end up using more than $1,500 in a week, then I'll start, I'll do the calculations and figure out what I need to leave on there. I don't see more than $1,500 being needed. I don't even see $1,500 being needed. I mean, realistically, I do maybe 2,000 miles a week, but even at 3,000 miles a week, let's see, that's 500 gallons. 500 gallons times $3 a gallon is $1,500 spending anywhere near, or phrase that again, I'm not driving anywhere near 3,000 miles a week, and I'm doing better than 6 miles to the gallon, and I'm not spending anywhere near $3 a gallon. So $1,500 should be more than plentiful to keep my car where I need it. So I'll get the $1,500 on there, hopefully by the end of this week. And then at the end of next week, I can just, if I use $600, I can put $600 at the end of the week and push it back up to the 15, so I'm always good to go. As long as I have that money in there, that'll also give me a little backup in case I get stuck in, let's say, California, and I need to get home immediately. I'll have the money in there to just drive home, if it were to come down to something like that. I mean, if it was that much of an emergency, I'm going to drop everything off at a truck stop and get an Uber to the airport and fly home. But anyway, I will touch base back with you guys when we get over to the delivery. I'm going to leave this as one video today, and we'll get this video put up tonight, but I'll get back to you guys when we get to the delivery.
I hoped we were gonna make it. He promised we would find the time, dreaming for eternity, creating perfect memories. Yeah, we hoped we were gonna make it. Little did I know that time would take us to a place where love could grow, but in a different way. Bigger than they'd say. Now looking at you keep me going back to those days, capable of keeping track of how many nights could pass. Cheap motels and driving fast, and the radio playing our soundtrack. Broken love
guys, what's up? We're at Wakefern getting unloaded right now. I want to go over something with you guys real quick. I think I'm finally getting the understanding of why I see a lot of these older drivers. They disconnect their tractor, they drop the trailer, and they leave it like that. And if you watch this guy, not this guy, but as whoever's unloading me, and watch the reaction of the trailer, see if I can catch a shot of it. Paid special attention to how much that tire ends up moving. I don't know how long this is going to take. He just went in and pulled off something. Let's get a bigger view here. That's a lot of movement. So the problem with that is, as you can imagine, is your brakes are locked on. So if your brakes are holding tight enough, it's fine. But like a truck like mine, only that center axle has the brakes on it. So the front axle and this rear axle have no brakes. And that's a lot of movement, a lot of twisting. So the biggest thing that's doing is putting stress on my brakes, my shoes and my drums. All that movement there. Not me, but on most people. He's slamming me hard too. That did not sound right. I don't know what the heck he's doing, man, but or she. So I can see why a lot of, especially older drivers, disconnect their tractors and pull away from the trailer. And I know there's some companies that require you to do that, just like P&G requires you to just slide the tandems back. I do that, especially at places like this, so that they have more control in the back. But when I'm sitting in the dock like this, I don't set my brakes. Set the trailer brakes. I mean, picture a trailer getting dropped in the door. The only brakes that are on it is the trailer brakes, and then the landing gear touching the ground. When they're rocking it like this, that landing gear actually ends up moving a little bit. But I don't set the brakes on my tractor. I actually back in, I set the brakes on both, make sure that the trailer's where it needs to be, and then while I'm sitting in the cab here, I release the tractor brakes. Now, if I were, once I get out of the tractor and walk away, I set the brakes just to make sure it's secure. But that's a lot of grinding, unnecessary grinding that happens on the brakes, and it's either being done on the brakes or it's being done on the tires. You don't get that much movement in the tire without something being hurt. It's not just suspension that's making that move like that. That entire tire is moving a good 3 or 4 inches. The suspension makes a little bit of a difference. As it compacts, it presses it forward, and that's where we get to moving when we come back. But if my brakes were set, we wouldn't just have movement. We would have hard friction on them brakes. So
just kind of a pointer of what I do, and me realizing finally why them older guys pull away from the trailer. Prevent from that extra wear and tear. And this guy's at the back of the trailer. He's not, or she, they're not even anywhere near the front of the trailer yet. I mean, they might be about the middle now. Is what it is. So I think we're almost done getting unloaded. And then they got to do their sorting and counting and all that other crap. I don't have to pay a lumper fee here. It's already prepaid, so I don't have to worry about any of that. I just got to sit here and wait for them to call me, which will probably be another 2 hours. So I'll let you guys know how it works out. All right, that didn't take as long as I expected. There's a sign for you guys there. So you guys see it? Looks like ShopRite, aka Wakefern. It says ShopRite on the sign, so looks like they're hiring. Part-time, must have 4 years experience is what it says.
Turn ahead.
So, if anybody's interested. Anyway, this thing's probably not going to try to send me the right route. I don't know how many miles it is. I know it's got to be like right around 150, 146 according to this. I'm trying to go back the same way that I came. But I'm pretty sure it's going to try to run me out to 280. So, somewhere around there. I think it might be a little bit shorter going the Route 24.
In a half mile, turn right on North Avenue East.
I'll let it automatically calculate that. Definitely went off a lot faster than I expected. Well, I didn't expect to get in 15 minutes early either. But by the time they started unloading me, it wasn't exactly. It was probably right on time. And then, we're done now, and it's what is it? 4 o'clock. So an hour and 40 minutes. Appointment was 2:30. Oh, so an hour and a half. Unless I'm somehow messing that up. So, anyway. Yeah. There's not really going to be much more to say or do, so I'm going to finish the video up here. I have 3 bids on loads right now. It's 1 load coming back down here tomorrow. They just raised the rate on it. It's paying. They're trying to get somebody to go for, well, they wanted $400, and now they're trying to get somebody for $600. I won't take it for any less than $800. I know it's worth $800. They're already willing to pay $800. Both times I've pulled it, it's been $800. Somebody else gets it. Somebody else gets it. So I'm waiting on to see if, and they got a lot of Elizabeths popping up right now. So if somebody else gets it, then good for them. Sad that they're going to take it for that much less, but the other 2, I think I said I have 3. The other 2 are Wednesday and Thursday is Gainesville again, Wilton, New York, and I have bids on them for $1,020 a piece. And the only reason I went up that high compared to before, where the first time I did it for $850, the second time I did it was for $900, and now they have a scale on there for whoever bids within this amount, the best bid will win it. Is $700 to $1,021. So I put it in for $1,020, and the other one says like $500 to $700. I put that one for $1,022. They're obviously selling them for that much, so I'm not going to take it any cheaper. I mean, if I start getting desperate, I'll start taking stuff, but I definitely think we're getting a new trailer at the beginning of the year, so we can not get away from power only. I like doing power only, but I do want to. I do think I want to expand out into other stuff. Now that's the possibility. The other cases, I might start doing this Amazon a lot more. Next year, Amazon opens up a location, basically in Syracuse. It's in Liverpool. Only problem with this magnetic mount is it does not like bumps. Watch these people around here. I don't know which way I'm going, so I have a slight idea from last time, but anyway, Amazon is something that I really think that I can grow with, especially that they're going to be right there. I'm getting ready to, like I said in the last video, I needed some fuel money built up. So as soon as I have that all secure, then I will be able to go over and do a full week of Amazon. The problem that's holding me up right now is that I don't have the fuel money to keep me running there, where Convoy pays me right after each trip. I gotta get off here in a second. I got an Amazon van trying to climb up my ass. There we go. 1 and 9. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. I think I'm going to refrigerator just came open. I think I'm actually going to try to grab a load for Amazon next week. If I can get a load for Amazon next, like Monday, Tuesday, that's kind of what I'm shooting for. Even if it's a whole day of running with them to just get it in my, get 1 or 2 loads knocked out, and then they'll start showing me all the contracts and stuff like that, and then I can just slowly start working into all the contract rate. And if I can do good enough with that, then fantastic. We'll see how everything turns out. So, but that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, guys, and we'll get back to you tomorrow.